The ice cap I'm standing on here is melting at a shocking rate. 240 cubic kilometres every single year. That's enough fresh water for the entire population of the UK for about 70 years. It really is incredible, and we have to do something about it.
We've just come across some open water, which is absolutely unheard of at this time of year, but we've come well prepared and we've got an immersion suit, so I'm going to jump in this and hopefully this will be a successful procedure. Right, ready to go.
Finding it pretty tough today. My legs just don't seem to have any power in them. No, I just feel weak. It's not a good day. It's one of those days where you just can't wait to have done the miles and just finish, and you just hope that you can do them.
There's nothing on the horizon. There's nothing around you. You just got to stay focused, and it is very, very tough sometimes.
It's not much fun when there's been a raging storm outside and neither of us have been outside these 4 tiny walls for about 55 hours now.
No, whose stupid idea was it to come out here in the first place anyway?
Not mine, that's for sure. However, there is one good thing which has come from this, and that is the opportunity to grow a full-on beard. I managed to get pretty close to this on Everest, but not quite so good. I'm actually quite impressed with the. I think it's now a full 4 weeks of growth there. So Rob gets a bit annoyed when I keep telling him I'm a man, but I think this is pretty manly.
We've just come into the Labrador Current, and it's really, really chocker with ice at the moment. So. Completely exhausted, checking out the radar all the time and just negotiating in and out of icebergs.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I just finished my watch, but now it's time to go and wake Rob up, which is, you feel so guilty trying to wake someone up after you know they've only been asleep for an hour, but I need my sleep, so here goes. Rob, mate, it's time to wake up. Rob, it's 10 minutes until your shift, okay?
How many minutes?
10. Do you want tea or coffee?
Another tea.
Okay, cool. Now I'll probably have to come back and wake Rob up at least twice more. It always happens. It's the same for me though, and you just have to be patient because everyone is so tired at the moment.
We're just arriving in Halifax at the moment, and it's incredible to see trees and grass for the first time. It's been almost 3 months and it's just such a strange sight.
And what's the first thing you're going to do when you get to Halifax?
Well, I'm not going to tell you, but no, I'll have a shower. Shower, and then possibly a Burger King.
Nobody's expecting people to make large changes, and no single hero can take on the issues of climate change single-handedly. We really all need to do small changes in our own individual lives.
The last few days it's been getting up to about 105, 107 degrees, and even when I'm standing still I just have sweat pouring off me. We just have to stop all the time to grab water.
We're supposed to be cycling down this road, but as you can see we've been slightly blocked off by this torrent of water coming down the road. We've had major flash floods here in Mexico, and it's a dramatic effect here in San Luis, so we're going to have to think about another way to get around here, but there aren't any other roads, so...
Guatemala is possibly the most polluted city I've ever seen. There is unbelievable amounts of smoke coming out of the vehicles around here. We just tried to cycle up a really steep hill, and you have to breathe heavily, and all you get is this mouthful of smoke. It's horrible.
that was a monster climb. We've just come up, I don't know, about 9 miles or something up there. It's one of these hills where the summit just seems to think that it's round the corner, and then suddenly there's a whole lot more to it. At the moment we're quite a short distance off the coast of Colombia. Just had this boat flashing a light and come very, very close to the boat. It'd been following us for like 5 minutes. Then it switched its light off and it's just vanished. So we're pretty concerned. There's a lot of instances of piracy out here, and you've got to be extremely cautious of anyone trying to get on the boat or trying to be too friendly. Well, we've ditched the titanium bikes and we've gone for a slightly slimmer profile, lighter weight, steel framed ice cream mobile.
The only bonus is that while you're cycling along, you have a whole tub of ice cream to get through, and it's actually very good.
I can't feel my fingers, can't even feel my toes. Frostbite's all around.
No, it's not. Teamwork is a crucial part of being able to do any expedition, and Rob and I are both very lucky that we've found a like-minded person who we can rely on, who we can trust completely. I think that makes us a much stronger team.
Generally, before we set off cycling, we get our makeup done, and today is no exception.
It'd be sad if we had to cycle without makeup. Imagine who might see us. So it's luckily that we found this new team member, and we're actually just about to go into a television interview on a sports news channel here in Lima.
We have 7 days to go, 7 days to go, 650 miles and 7 days to go. Over such a long period of time, our endurance has increased dramatically, but it's more to do with being able to continue day after day the physical and psychological demand of knowing that you've got thousands and thousands of miles ahead.
You just have to think about the bigger picture, break things down into smaller goals, and just force yourself to get on with it. Inevitably there'll be really good times and really bad times. Well, hey, we can see Punta Arena.
Been knocked down, which has been a pretty frightening experience. The steering cable broke. James ran to get Dave, the skipper, and wasn't clipped on in his harness. He managed to hold onto a bar, but the boat turned upside down, and down here it's just been chaos, absolute chaos. John flew like 8 feet, 10 feet probably across the cabin, landed on me, and just everything is a mess. There's been laptops thrown everywhere. There's bits of spares and equipment everywhere. It's been an absolute nightmare.
And our playing cards. Oh.
That's the worst bit, the playing cards.
It's taken them nearly 400 days, but two young British explorers who've gone from pole to pole and ended up in Sydney today can finally take a break. Sailing into Sydney Harbour to an enthusiastic welcome by family and friends was the easy part after their 30,000-kilometre trek. The 21-year-olds used only natural and manpower, cycling, skiing and sailing, covering 3 continents on a journey to promote awareness of climate change.
We've begun to achieve what we wanted to achieve, and it's going to take a lot more to get to where we want to be.
It's going to be perhaps a bit of an anticlimax. I don't really know how I'm going to respond when all this is over.
Already they're both talking of another expedition, and the polar regions seem to take their fancy.